That dress isn't white, it's a surrender flag. Because what we call the happiest day of your life is actually the beginning of a slow, beautiful death. Not of love, but of freedom, of dreams, of identity. Let's be honest, weddings aren't celebrations. They're disguised funerals, a last dance before adulthood's emotional bankruptcy. Since childhood, we're programmed to worship the wedding. Disney movies, Pinterest boards, rom-coms, they all sell one dream. Find the one, get the dress, live happily ever after. But no one tells you that ever after comes with bills, burnout, and boredom. Little girls grow up fantasizing about the ring, but never about the mortgage, the laundry, or the emotional labor that follows. Society convinces you that marriage is success, that single equals failure. But here's the twist: most people aren't getting married for love, they're getting married for validation. A wedding isn't proof of love, it's proof of performance. A stage play where everyone claps but no one asks if you're happy. Let's talk about money. Because weddings? They're not love stories, they're business models. In 2025, the average wedding costs over $30,000. That's not romance, that's robbery with catering. You're not celebrating love, you're funding capitalism in a tuxedo. From the dress to the photographer, from the venue to the honeymoon, everything is designed to make you feel like just this once is worth going broke for. But what happens after? The bills, the loans, the financial tension that kills more marriages than cheating ever could. Love doesn't crumble because of arguments. It crumbles under interest rates. And the irony? Half the guests don't even remember the decor. They come for free food and gossip and leave with leftovers and judgment. You'll go broke trying to impress people who whisper, "She could have done better," while eating the free biryani. Wedding equals soft launch funeral. You bury your savings, your individuality, and your sanity all for one night. They call it the honeymoon phase. But after that, it's emotional labor forever. The modern wedding sells equality but delivers expectation. You don't become partners, you become roles. The woman becomes caretaker, therapist, scheduler, peacekeeper, the invisible emotional backbone of the household. Men, they're often emotionally disconnected, taught to provide, not to feel. So what begins as "I love you" slowly turns into "I'll tolerate you." Marriage becomes less about love, more about management. And the scariest part? It's not that people fall out of love, it's that they fall into routine. That's why so many marriages look perfect on Instagram, but feel like prisons in real life. Because love thrives in freedom, but marriage often demands sacrifice. You stop being you and start being us. Which sounds romantic until you realize that it often means you disappearing. Let's look at the ceremony itself. Everyone's dressed in black and white. There's music, speeches, tears. The bride walks down an aisle just like a final procession. She takes her partner's name, her identity, her freedom, and trades it for social approval. They say, "Till death do us part." But death starts right there, just socially acceptable and well photographed. The bride dies as an individual and is reborn as someone's wife, and everyone claps. Because we've normalized the burial of selfhood as the ultimate act of love. But love shouldn't require a funeral. Love should be a rebirth. The wedding industry thrives because it sells insecurity as romance. It tells you that your love is only real if you prove it with diamonds, decorations, and destination photos. But here's the truth. The moment your love becomes a marketing event, it stops being about connection. Most brides are too stressed to enjoy their wedding day. Most grooms are too broke to enjoy the marriage. And guess who profits? Photographers, planners, vendors, everyone except the people getting married. Weddings aren't love stories. They're advertisements for a system that profits off your pressure to perform perfection. Here's the wild part: when a man stays single, he's focused. When a woman stays single, she's lonely. But studies show single women are statistically happier, healthier, and live longer than married ones. So why is marriage still seen as the ultimate goal? Because society profits when women are exhausted. You can't control a free woman, but you can distract her with a wedding. They don't teach you how to build emotional intelligence. They teach you how to pick a color scheme. They don't ask if you're fulfilled, they ask if your dress is ready. That's not love, that's a lifelong internship in emotional labor. Or as we like to say, weddings equals unpaid internships. So here's the truth: marriage isn't the problem, blind tradition is. If you want to get married, do it with awareness, not anxiety. With intention, not imitation. Because love is not a contract, it's a connection. You don't need vows to be valuable. You don't need a ring to be radiant. You don't need a husband to be whole. That white dress, it doesn't have to be a surrender flag. It can be a declaration of power if you choose yourself first. Love should liberate you, not limit you. So when people ask, when's your big day? You say every day I wake up and choose myself. Because weddings are funerals in disguise, but your glow up, that's forever. If this video made you rethink what forever really means, drop an emoji in the comments if you agree weddings need a rebrand. Hit like and don't forget to subscribe for more brutally honest deep dives into love, money, and modern freedom.